Good afternoon.
So what happened to the other versions?
Other?
You were using 2020.
Yeah, I'm in college now.
Oh,
So from today onwards, we'll be coming to college and conducting everything. So I'll update it anyways. So as of now, I guess I have. Okay. Just give me a second. Polygroup. Outer polygroup. Split. Group split. Still, that solo is not visible. Okay. So our basic detailing is almost ready. Yes, we like what we can do is we can add a little bit of like skin information, like very basic. Like we can make it really detailed. It depends, but because this is a like more of a stylized one, so too much of detail won't look nice. So what I'm planning is I'll add some amount of detail here, little, very little, not too much. So we'll understand the pipeline of how to add details and everything. So usually we add details that not directly on the model. We use layers for detailing. So in this particular case, so let's see. So it's I don't know. It's not visible. Still not visible. Okay, as you can see, it's 1 million. So for body, 1 million is way too less for entire this thing. So what I'll do is Control D it, subdivide 4 million something. But now it have like decent amount of polygon. So first thing first, to create a skin, like believable skin, you need to have skin pores and all those detail. Our skin is not flat. So what I'll do, I'll go to surface. This is before that. I'll go to layer and create a layer. This layer works exactly like Photoshop layers. You can add whatever you want to add, modify, and you can control the transparency and like intensity and everything. So it will store what after this like stage, like I added this thing, it will in record. So now whatever I'll do, it will store that and it will be part of that particular layer only. So let's create surface because our skin is not flat. So I'll add little noise. Let's see, zoom. You can see it's pretty dense and way too much. So what I'll do is I'll scale, make it small. And for skin information, this is for like any high poly you're creating, be it your character or any high poly, like some hard surface model, anything. We always keep it little extra than required. Reason, while baking, you will lose some amount of detail. That's why we always keep it little extra. It's way too much. Oh, this will work. So create all this this bumpiness and then click on apply to mesh. So until now, unless you're clicking on apply to mesh, it won't be part of your model. It's just a preview. Click it and make sure you have decent amount of polygon before applying it. You can see I have only 4 million. That's why it become little soft, but that's fine. It's in layer. I can stop recording now and name this thing as noise, and I can switch it off. Then I can have one more layer. This is for skin detail. Like that noise is for just to make the generic noise throughout the skin. Now I can add all those specific region specific details like skin, your cheeks, nose, and all those areas. So this is I'm just showing so that you know the pipeline, how we add details and everything. So I already have a lot of what do you call it, displacement maps or a surface detail maps. It's texturing XYZ and surface mimic. These are like two main leading displacement or height maps available in the market. So you can use any one of them and you can find it online very easily. So I'll be using surface mimic. Just give me a second. Let's search for the surface mimic. You can see surface mimic, and they have tons of displacement maps. Human, and you can see we have a lot of human, all the skin details and everything. I can use this, or if I want, I can use texturing XYZ also. Both works beautifully without any problem. It's a female. Let's use 20 or something. Open this one and check. This is basically landmark for you can identify this numbers where they belong. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can see this. I keep it open. Copy this path. And this is my face. Standard brush. Drag rectangle. Alpha. Import. Control V. The path. And now I can see 7. I'll start from 7 under I. Open. It will take a little time and load it. I can switch on my symmetry, and now there one more step I have to do. Like if you see, if I click and drag, it will generate skin information, but it also displays your volume as well. So you can see the volume changed slightly. So how to fix it? You have to go to alpha, modify, and there's something called surface. If you switch it on, it changed the mid value to 50% so that mid value gray color doesn't affect your model surface.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in case we spotlight, even spotlight like kind of displaces
Yes.
the
Hi,
So
with spotlight also we can definitely do it, but a spotlight like you can work on only one angle, right? Whichever angle is visible. On that
yes,
angle
sir.
only.
So my question was how to, like, for alpha there is the surface thing. So for spotlight, is there anything where it will not like
No, spotlight works by default. Your 50 like whatever black and white value, grayscale value you have, based on that only it creates those details.
okay.
So alpha, like this is what I prefer personally because this gives me better results and I have entire control over in layer also. And plus all these alphas are very high quality and great detail. You can see like manually creating this thing will be very difficult. So they're like very good quality. You can do it. Okay,
So can you share this?
Can you
Share this file?
this
Those
file or this
alphas.
file? Alpha file.
Yeah, alpha file.
Alphas, it's like it's huge, few GB. Okay, I'll share a link from where you could download.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's go 1. So you can see initially I'm using everything in symmetry, but for the center part, no symmetry at all because otherwise it will look symmetrical 100%. So sides and all, we can definitely use symmetry. 1, 2, number 4, switch of symmetry. Number 3, the detailing is very easy. Detailing is not difficult. Getting the basic shape right is most important. If you get the shape right, detailing will be super easy. Oh, sorry, I have to switch on symmetry. Nine. I'm using the same 9 just to balance this thing. Number 10. Number 13. Don't worry, it's way too strong. I'll reduce it. Symmetry off. Number 17. Nose. Nose is number 25. Number 4. We call these gaps. Need to fill in. I'll add this. Number 1 is little generic, so all those empty spaces. My bad. Symmetry. So I added all this detail, basic generic detail, the skin surface detail. Switch off your recording. Click on this. Right. Switch off the recording, and you can see the intensity. It's very strong. I don't want, so I can reduce it to 0.5 or something. It will become soft and subtle. It works like for just Photoshop. So you can reduce, increase, or if you want to increase it, I can double, duplicate the layer. You cannot make it 2. It's always moves between 0 to 1. So if you want to increase it, you can duplicate the layer and enhance it. Now, after doing this, suppose I want to add some, my lips are really flat. That's my characters. So I want to add some detail. So I can switch off this and creating one more layer for lips. So you can see I'm switching off everything, and each and everything I'm adding into separate layer. Reason, if I keep them on, those detail also record in this particular layer. So it will basically increase the intensity, and plus if I smooth something here, it will smooth that base layer as well. That is something I cannot do. So I need to do everything, create all the details in separate layer. So lips, and now for lips, oh, I don't have a pen tablet. Okay, I completely forgot to bring it. Okay, and instead of lips, I'll do something else then. Now, I'll get my welcome tomorrow. So I'll do it. Let's save this. Press 9, quick save. So now you can see like this is like a pretty simple model, and that chainsaw, this character have a chainsaw. So that chainsaw I'll download, like, because otherwise it will take a lot longer to create. So what I'll do, I'll download that. So that is something last stage. So for this character, now we are like in almost everything is kind of ready. We have to retopo the model, like create a low poly. We have to create low poly. So how do we do it? So creating low poly, because initially we create a high poly, now we have to create a low poly. So for this, I already have like I have already exported the lowest division of this model. So if I shift F, if I zoom in, you can see this part, because this is I have exported the OBJ and imported back to ZBrush. That's why I don't have all the subdivision level. I'll try to tomorrow, today evening or by tomorrow, I'll try to install the updated version of ZBrush so that I can open my actual file and I can get the lowest division. So I already have that. So I'll import that into Maya. So we have to do retopo. So how do we do retopo for this? I tell this one. Drag drop the model.
Sir,
Yes.
shouldn't we make teeth for this?
We'll make teeth. We'll make teeth. I placed a curved cylindrical shape right there. I haven't added any detail. It's empty. So I'll add detail. I'll make teeth. Or we can use the default teeth available in ZBrush, like any other character. If you go this character or this character, you already have teeth. You can just simply import the denture here. So that will work. So this model, so we need to create a low poly. So for that, what you have to do is either you can export the lowest division of your high poly model, because we have used a base model. So that means that topology is like kind of nice. For this particular character, I can see topology is kind of nice. It's not bad. Yes, there are few areas I can definitely optimize it or fix it. So let's see. The process is exactly the same, and topology loops for facial loops will be exactly the same what we did for biped. That is the standard process for any character. So suppose this is my model, and I want to create my retopo the model. So what I'll do, same thing, import your file. Oh, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Whenever you have layers in your file, in your high poly, before exporting it to Maya or Max or any 3D software outside ZBrush, make sure bake all, then decimate and export the model. If you don't do this, your position, like position of the model will change. So after creating high poly, low poly, your high poly and low poly position won't match. So this is very important. Make sure bake all, then import into Max Maya, and then start working on that model. This is like very important. Otherwise, position will change. So I have the low poly model. This is my basically base model, and I need to create a very clean, very clean low poly. So in this case, one thing I can do is, you can see this loop, forehead to jaw. I have a loop. I have, let's see, face, nose to this also I have a loop, and what is this? Because oh, I guess I could stitch it, weld it together, merge vertices. Yeah, see, perfect loop. So this one is not perfect, not accurate. So I have to recreate the mouth area. I have to recreate the eye area, I believe. Yeah, see? So select the model and click on this icon, this magnet, make it live basically. Make live. Now click on modeling toolkit, quad draw. So first thing I have to define those landmark loops. Click, click, shift. So initially keep it really low poly. Nose loops are kind of nice, so nice and clean. There is not a such problem. Lips. Rotate the loop. Do not create a triangle or anything. Control, click it, so it will snap and add one more loop here. Now in topo, and here I need one more loop. You see exact same loops. Nose, After creating this, now I can extend this thing on edge, press tab, right click, right, extend border, press tab, extend the border, 1, 2, 3. So everything, as you can see, perfectly snapped. Few things I have to modify here. Now, the basic structure and all these things are ready. Now I can just simply connect them together. Delete this one. 1, 2. Make sure the center line, there is no triangles, nothing. Connect them, connect, connect, connect. This one, I guess I need one loop here, one loop here, and one loop here. All quad. Connect, connect, connect. I need this line to continue like this. There's a triangle, so I cannot have triangle. Still triangle, quad. This I'll relax this part. One more. Don't worry, I'll relax this. all quads. All loops, perfect circular loops. So create a pentagon. Need two eyes, evenly spread and more polygons, eyes and lips. One is not good. This triangle cannot be there. Not nice. Just fine. This triangle I have to fix. Okay. B, soft selection, so it can relax it. This part, like this pentagon kind of thing will create no matter what you do. This triangle, I get rid of this thing. So here I can see there's like two issues, this one and this one. So I have to fix this. Though it won't create any problem in animation, but it might, this one might create a pinch. Like while moving, opening mouth and closing those things, it might create a pinch here. So I need to make sure this is a clean loop. Not nice. Now all these things are quad. The triangle is gone. Mhm. Still one triangle I'm getting. This pinch will be there, that I know. Yeah, now it's fine. So make sure there is no like one pentagon kind of this thing is fine. Only one. This is unavoidable. Like no matter what you do, this will be there. So, but only one which is acceptable. But too many of this are not acceptable. I have to relax everything. Add one more loop. On this corner, this one triangle is fine. That is not visible. So that is also like if I want to avoid it, I can definitely avoid it. Mode, Alt H, front. Make sure this line is perfectly straight. W and press X and snap it to the grid. Just right click. Delete by type, history, clean, Control T, Control A, Control A again, -1. Select both of them, combine them. Okay, this thing I need to fix. 41 symmetry. You can see the basic structure almost ready. Soften, and there's a gap. You can see clearly. Center. Eye cavity. Push it back. Similarly, nose. Eye surface. Select the model. Quattro. Symmetry is on. Like this older version, symmetry doesn't work properly in quad draw. So that is something I could do it only one side. So like this will create the entire body, and there are a lot of parts that we can directly use from our this base model. Like if you see fingers, they are very nicely done. Their shape and topology is correct. You can see all the knuckle and everything. It's correct. We have at least 3 loops that hold, and for the knuckle, we have this box shape also. This shape is correct. We don't have to modify anything here. This we can use. Elbow, you can see we have multiple loops. I just need to create a box like this here to hold the elbow shape. Neck, like this triangle I have to remove, and these lines are straight. This is correct. Only this thing I have to continue. Ears, I can use it directly from here. It's fine. Legs, I guess not visible, so we'll delete it. Oh, hands also not visible. I'll delete that. And body, especially joints, I have to make sure that there is at least 3 loops to hold the shape for so that it can bend without any problems. So all these loops are correct only. So a few things only we have to modify. This chest part also we have to modify. It should be circular in shape. It cannot be like this. circular in shape. So to create that shape, fix it, and then rest of the body. And like if we want, we can create this thing with clothes also, entire body. Can do that. So similarly, we'll fix all the parts, fix everything, and then we'll unwrap everything, and then we start texturing. So similarly, same way, entire body we have to check. Most of you can see shoulders, hands, arms are almost correct. Only this elbow is not defined, like fingers, we have to define it. Legs are not visible, and knees and all kind of fine. Yes, maximum I can create a box shape to hold the shape of knee. Though it's a stylized, so it won't matter. And face have to skull. I have to like cap it. This entire thing. Extend, and I'll use the same ear only. Maybe I can optimize it slightly. And this is like you can see pretty low poly. Yes, max to max. What I can do, I can add a little bit more polygons in between, like kind of mid poly, not very low poly, mid poly, and generate. And this in mouth also you have to create, and the denture also you have to create. We'll do that. Let's see file. Let's save it, and just give me a second. I like today in this system I don't have access to Moodle, so I'll take a screenshot. Just give me a second. Like once the basic shape is ready, so like detailing won't take much time. Basic shape is most important. If your shape is ready, rest everything like once like my low poly is ready and basic shape is ready, then we can then texturing will be super easy, because high poly we have all the details, and few details we have to add in texture. And skin, we don't have dirt and all those things, but we have tonal variation. Those tonal variation we have to add in color, just color. And all this bump and all this thing we're doing in high poly, so we just have to bake it, just transfer that. So we don't have to create all these things. So based on that, we can generate roughness, normal, everything very easily. That will be like super simple, super easy, and that won't take much time also. And for this, we'll be using Substance. We'll do it really quickly. We'll do that, and yeah, and then I'll just continue this and like fill the skull, and hands and like cut, like duplicate and cut, and then attach with the body, and all those area like chest part, and maybe slightly this what do you call it, elbow part of those things I need to fix. So I'll fix those. And then you can see using a base model is becomes makes your life way easier, because half of the things are already there or already correct. So few things you have to fix only, like face and maybe some joints and all, but to fix rest of everything will work beautifully without any problem. We'll do that. Back is fine. Like it's a little dense, but it's fine. Do that and add all details. Let's see this also.
Sir, recordings.
Yes, I totally completely forgot. Today evening I'll upload it, all the recordings, everything. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have another class now. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.